If you ever wonder if torture is legal, just try the training routines of the 8 most elite special forces in the world.
Number 8. J.W. Grom, Poland. If you think Polacks are slow, you obviously haven't heard of J.W. Grom. The Polish Special Military Unit is one of the most formidable in the entire world. They are the ones that the US calls for missions behind enemy lines that demand absolute secrecy. J.W. Grom specializes in stealth operations. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of them, as they operate in the shadows. Their training is vigorous and highly demanding. The toughest exercise is combat diving. A soldier must hold his breath for up to 2 minutes in freezing water while performing combat tasks. Moreover, they are entirely forbidden from drinking alcohol and getting into fights outside their tasks. The Polish government considers them extremely dangerous, even without a weapon. The entire unit consists of only 1,500 members armed to the teeth with highly specialized equipment. Their weapon of choice is the Polish-made FB-MSBS modular assault rifle. J.W. Grom is a highly trained, specialized force that is both deadly and stealthy. Their lack of fame is only a recognition of their excellent work as a secretive combat force. Number 7. Alpha Group, Russia. Russia's forces are a bit questionable, especially after we saw their so-called military might in Ukraine. Still, we can't underestimate their best. Their motto is, "Wherever Alpha Group appears, compromise stops." Yes, this elite unit's primary goal is to eliminate. This was showcased in 2002 when Chechen terrorists took over the Moscow theater. When the Alpha Group engaged, not only were all the terrorists eliminated, but over 100 hostages also perished. Candidates must meet extreme physical, psychological, and intellectual standards. Their training prepares them for extreme conditions and high-pressure situations. It includes intense survival training like pain endurance, hunting, and even performing surgery on themselves. Their assault rifle of choice is the AK-47. While you certainly won't be happy to see them, at least you will see them before you inevitably get shot. Number 6. Sayeret Matkal, Israel. If the world was a game, Israel would be the hardest level. Surrounded by enemies, Israel answered with Sayeret Matkal. This elite unit has been involved in almost all high-profile IDF operations, including the famous 1976 raid on Entebbe Airport in Uganda to rescue Israeli hostages. They are all highly trained combatants that undergo vigorous training in counter-terrorism and hostage rescue. The toughest training, however, is the exercise to withhold information. Each candidate is kidnapped and administered a series of physical and psychological torture tactics to try and break them. Not many finish this part. Those who get in are tough, deadly, and with nerves of steel. They usually use stealth tactics, so you won't see them coming. Their weapons of choice are the Taver assault rifle and the Uzi submachine gun. Number 5. Navy SEAL Team 6, USA. The US is the strongest military force in the world and home to one of the deadliest special military units, Navy SEAL Team 6. Their training program is designed to crush even Superman's spirit. Candidates start with basic training, but instructors will throw them in a pool with hands tied behind their back, forcing them to complete tasks only with their teeth. Then comes Hell Week. 5 days and nights of non-stop training with only 4 hours of sleep. They battle sleep deprivation with exhausting exercises like running with a boat on their heads and surf torture, laying where waves crash on the beach. Unsurprisingly, about 80% of candidates drop out. Those who remain face even harsher exercises like soaking in ice-covered water in Alaska. More SEALs die annually during training than in operations. SEAL Team 6 is used for critical counter-terrorism, like the raid on Osama bin Laden's compound in 2011. Can you imagine that these superhumans are not even in the top 3? Number 4. Frogman Corps, Denmark. If you think the Vikings are long gone, you haven't heard of Frogman Corps. This Danish force consists of only 150 personnel, but they make their ancestors proud. Their 6-month training is treatment that would cause a human rights judge to have a heart attack. Recruits must put on their gear underwater, forcing them to hold their breath for nearly 2 minutes. Some candidates black out. This is just the weeding out process. Usually, only 10% of candidates go forward. The selected few then face hypothermia resistance training in ice-cold water and severe survival training. The Frogman Corps has participated in international operations in Afghanistan and off the coast of Somalia. Can you imagine what awaits if these guys are outside the top 3? Number 3. GING, France. The GINN is a special operations force specializing in counter-terrorism and hostage rescue. These are not the typical French stereotype. Their recruitment process is soul-crushing. Candidates must swim 50 meters with their hands and feet tied. About 50% need saving. Next is a 5-mile run with a 44-pound backpack. Then comes the trust shot. A trainee wears body armor with a clay disc hanging from their neck. Another candidate must shoot the disc. About 90% of remaining candidates refuse this challenge. They are tasked with the impossible, like rescuing passengers on Air France Flight 8969 in 1994. With a portfolio like this, it's hard to believe there are forces more badass. Number 2. Delta Force, USAOS. Delta Force is the most elite U.S. special military unit, often tasked with the impossible. Little is known about their training, as they operate in high secrecy. To even qualify, you must have been in an active war and participated in battle. Their training exercises are top secret, but are designed to break a person's spirit and will to live. Candidates are said to sleep as little as 3 to 4 hours a night for weeks while being pushed beyond their limit. Only about 5% of all candidates finish this nightmare. They are well known for their role in capturing Saddam Hussein in 2003 and were involved in the raid on Osama bin Laden's compound. The only mystery is, who can be better than them? Number 1. SAS, UK. The British Special Air Service, or SAS, is the best military unit on the planet. Their main task is to inflict maximum damage behind enemy lines without any losses. This goal forces trainees to go through excruciating training. While most squads have a Hell Week, the SAS has a 5-month-long hell. It includes 6 marathons in just 5 days while carrying 55-pound backpacks through mountains. Candidates have died from exhaustion. About 95% are gone before actual training starts. To graduate, you must pass a final test, a manhunt. Trainees are dropped in the wild and hunted by the full SAS force. No one has ever finished this task. They are always captured. That's the point. They are then put through interrogation resistance training, waterboarding, electric shock, white noise torture, held without food for a week. Only about 1% of all who start finish. Most recruitment campaigns end with no new operatives. It's no wonder most SAS operations end with the unit eliminating armies 20 to 30 times their size without a single loss. Their most famous operation was the 1980 Iranian embassy siege in London. So with such highly skilled units, how do world leaders protect themselves against them? Let's find out with the video to your left.